Hi there guys, and welcome back to Boat McRill and yet another DIY video here on board McRill. I've just been sanding for a few hours and I realized that there will be a few more hours of sanding. Or many more hours of sanding. All this area down here from the beginning was actually coated in flow coat. And it's been sitting there for years. It's probably okay, but I want to sand off as much as possible so I can paint areas. And then later up on here I'm going to go with insulation. Right now my big area is lower down here in the bilge area, so I can build up the new cabin sole. I'm done with the floors, the triangle parts that goes down into the bilge, so to speak, that I need to start thinking about putting in some limber holes, because these two floors down here doesn't have any limber holes as right now, and that's of course not good. I need to have that. A person on Reddit actually asked me a couple of days ago what I was going to use for the limber holes, and yep, this is what I'm going to use. This is actually a 32mm electrical conduit that you can use for when you're building electrical systems in houses and stuff like that. I know that PVC, that this probably is, usually doesn't make polyester and resins and stuff like that to stick. I don't think you can see it on the video, but right here looks like I've dropped some either polyester or epoxy resin, and of course you can peel it off with a knife like this, but it sits pretty well anyway. And since it's not supposed to be anyone kicking it or moving it or anything like that when it's installed, I'm pretty sure that this is what I'm going to use. The walls are not more than 2.5 centimeters, I think it is. So if I make them 3 or maybe 4, I think I go for 4. I got plenty of pipe to put in there. I think I need 1 in there, 1 down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then there already is pipes going through further back. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And 4. So then, 4 new limber hole pipes. Next step is actually to figure out how to open up the limber holes. And first of all, I'm going to measure out exactly where to put this. It comes so cool that the bilge, the roundness of the bottom of the bilge are actually just the same radius as these 32mm pipes, or at least close to. What I need to do is get down here on my knees, put out my trusty black pen, and put these guys down as far down as I can, and then just mark out where they are supposed to be. And I'm gonna widen that with a Dremel tool. Might not be the best way to do it, but it's my way to do it. Another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand these guys with a 40 grit sandpaper. Roughen up the surface a little bit When you do that, it's much easier for the resin to get stuck to this. It gets some mechanical grip. Just that little sanding makes this surface way more rougher. You can heat them up a bit. You just blow them off with a flame, but to make it stick. But I think this will do fine. So what I'm doing here right now is bringing out one of my limber holes, and in this case, as you can see, there's not much that needs to be done. I'm gonna have to fill up this area pretty well, but I got a little area up here that needs to be opened up. So then the limber holes were actually made. The only thing is to, as I said earlier, mix up thickened polyester or something like that, and just get them fixed in there. I won't do that today. I'll come back up here tomorrow morning and do that. I have some more sanding to do, and I'm not gonna bore you about that, but we'll be back right tomorrow. So then, it's Saturday afternoon, and we are back up here at McRill again to do the last bits and pieces before we render this movie and give it out to you guys. As you can hear in the background, probably, it's kind of windy outside and it's raining a lot. The temperatures are quite falling. To the last night it was about 37 degrees Fahrenheit, or even lower than that, maybe 36 or 34 Fahrenheit, and that's about 2- degrees Celsius. So how do you cure stuff in a boat that's outside when it's cold like this? Well, I hope you can see this, but I got some splendid 26.3 degrees in here. And that I managed with 3 fans, 2 free heaters that's going in here. Right now I'm turning off because it's too loud when I'm talking here. First of all, I've cleaned out all the holes and sanded, cleaned out with acetone. I'm gonna mix up some thickened polyester with glass balls and small glass sand, or whatever you're gonna call it, and silica. So with that, the limber holes are actually done. I'm gonna come in here with a Dremel tool and just sand off a little bit of the fairing that I did to put the tubes in, but that's small work later on before painting. But if you like my videos, please remember to give a little like, thumbs up. Hit the subscription button down here on your right side so that we hopefully reach 1,000 subscribers to the end of this year. And of course, I would be super happy if you click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And of course, the last little thing, please watch the whole movie from start to end, even if some parts might bore you, because the more viewer time I get, the faster my channel is growing and coming out to others. So help out, watch the movie, and by that, take care everyone. See you next week. Bye.